Week 3 of the NFL season is upon us, and that means it is time for something that has not happened since 2008. Your Cleveland Browns are on Sunday Night Football. I can't even remember who was on the Browns in 2008.
I mean, weren't you in high school back then? Derek Anderson was the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, but it's literally been forever, and the hype is real for Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield is now the quarterback, and that's why they're on Sunday Night Football. But they face off against a team that is very battle-tested. They have been in this situation over and over again. The Los Angeles Rams, obviously, in the Super Bowl last season, and that's why it's the Rams on the road that are the favorite.
Yeah, battle-tested is the right word for the Rams. They beat New Orleans last week, granted without the quarterback and Drew Brees, but still a pretty good defense on that, and they went on the road to face Carolina in Week 1, won that game as well. I mean, for Cleveland, you're talking about a road win against a Jets team that's on their third quarterback by the fourth series of that game, and then a 30-point loss at home to a Tennessee team that I think we'll all say is pretty average. So I think this is the right number here. The Rams, the third best team in our ELO metric, probably more like 4-point favorites if we were making the line here.
The Rams are the choice, and I'll give you a couple of reasons why. You have an opportunity to take Sean McVay and an established offensive system against Freddie Kitchens and a Cleveland team that's trying to figure themselves out. A lot of the things that the Browns did in the second half of last year that made them successful, throwing out of sets with 2 or fewer receivers, using a lot of play action on early downs, they're not doing that anymore, and for that reason they've gone from the best early down offense to 20th. Meanwhile, the Rams are a team that know what they're doing. They continue to run that play action game. Yep. That outside zone scheme that looks the same and confuses the opposing defense. The Rams are an established team that will not be spooked, and here's the kicker. They have more talent on both sides of the ball. Yep. So even this team that is obviously well hyped, and the Browns have a lot of talent, they're not the more talented team in this matchup. Advantages all over the place for the Rams.
Yeah, even Cleveland's most talented player defensively, leading the league, Myles Garrett, in pressures, right? He's also leading the league in penalties, and that's sort of indicative of what we've seen. As you said, the more established team, it just has more things sewn up. Cleveland's still trying to figure out how to, be more disciplined, how to, establish their identity offensively. And so for that, I think just take the known commodity here in the Los Angeles Rams.
Anything worry you if this somehow goes awry? What's the reason?
I think it's just Jared Goff is facing pressure at a far higher rate this year, and he certainly is one of those quarterbacks that doesn't perform as good under pressure. That being said, Mayfield has been even worse, not only from a clean pocket, but also under pressure here. So I think expect improvement from the Rams, expect improvement from Cleveland, but not quite enough for the Browns.
That would be the one thing I'd be worried about as well. But Sean McVay, the best at scheming clean pockets. Jared Goff has spent more time in a clean pocket per dropback than any quarterback in the NFL since Sean McVay took over. Take the Rams, only 3-point favorites in Cleveland.
Thanks for watching the PFF YouTube channel, and if you want to subscribe, all you have to do is push the button. Don't forget everything you get. A little fantasy, push the button. A little Greenline for the gambling aspects of the game, push the button. College football, push the button. The YouTube channel from PFF.